You are the type of owner who has tried everything for reactivity. The classes, the high-value treats, the careful management on every walk. And yet your dog still explodes at the same triggers every single morning. Here is the variable nobody checked what happened between 11 p.m. and 6 a.m. last night. If your dog cannot enter deep sleep, they cannot reset their stress threshold overnight. By the time you clip the leash on, they are already at 70 capacity before the first trigger even appears. This is not a training problem. It is a sleep problem. Most reactive dog conversations start with training plans and end with frustrated owners who feel like they have failed. But there is a step that comes before all of it, one that almost nobody talks about. This video is about that step. We are going to look at what your dog's night is actually doing to their daytime brain, and exactly what you can do about it starting tonight. Every dog has what you can think of as a daily stress threshold. It is not fixed. It is not a personality trait. It is a biological capacity that gets rebuilt overnight and depleted throughout the day. Think of it like a battery. A fully charged dog can encounter a barking dog on the other side of the street, register it, and move on. That same dog running at 40 from a broken night hits that exact same trigger and completely unravels. Same dog, same street, same trigger, entirely different reaction. The difference is not stubbornness. The difference is how much capacity they woke up with. Sleep is the mechanism that resets that battery. During deep, restorative sleep, a dog's nervous system processes the stress hormones accumulated during the day, consolidates emotional regulation, and recalibrates threat sensitivity. When that process gets interrupted, shortened, or blocked entirely, the dog carries yesterday's cortisol into today's walk, and the walk suffers for it. This is why you can have a great training session on Saturday and a disastrous walk on Sunday morning. Nothing changed in the training. Everything changed in the sleep. Now here is where it gets more specific and more important. Modern households are full of things that disrupt canine sleep in ways we never think about. Smart home devices emit low-frequency sounds and wireless signals that fall outside human hearing, but sit well within a dog's auditory range. Your dog is not sleeping through that. They are registering it repeatedly throughout the night. Irregular household schedules matter too. Dogs are extraordinarily sensitive to routine. When the household energy shifts unpredictably, when people are up late, when lights stay on, when the television runs at inconsistent volumes, the dog's nervous system stays on mild alert. Not fully awake, not fully asleep, hovering in that in-between state that provides almost none of the restorative benefits of true deep sleep. Blue light from screens suppresses melatonin production in dogs just as it does in humans. If your dog sleeps in the same room where screens are running late into the evening, their circadian rhythm is being nudged in the wrong direction every single night. And inconsistent sleep locations are one of the most underestimated disruptors of all. A dog that sometimes sleeps on the couch, sometimes the floor, sometimes your bed, never fully anchors their sleep environment. The nervous system needs predictability to release into deep rest. Without a consistent location, the brain keeps a low level of vigilance running, just in case. Here is the part that changes how you see reactivity entirely. The amygdala of a sleep-deprived dog overreacts to minor triggers in a way that is neurologically identical to the response seen in a traumatized dog. The behavior looks the same. The intensity looks the same, but the cause is completely different. One dog needs months of trauma-informed rehabilitation. The other dog needs a better night's sleep. If you have been treating a sleep problem like a trauma problem, you have been solving the wrong equation. So what do you actually do about this? Here is what I call the midnight audit, 3 specific environment changes you can implement this week. Change one fixed sleep location with a physical boundary. Pick one spot, the same spot every night at roughly the same time. A dog bed with raised edges, a crate with familiar bedding, a designated corner of a room. The physical boundary matters because it signals containment to the nervous system. It communicates that nothing needs to be monitored tonight. You are not just giving your dog a place to sleep. You are giving their brain permission to stop scanning. Do this consistently for 7 nights and watch what happens. Change to household low stimulus mode, starting 45 minutes before your dog's intended sleep time. This means lowering the lights, reducing screen brightness or turning screens off entirely, dropping the volume on any audio in the house, and shifting your own energy to something quieter. Your dog reads the room. If the room says wind down, their nervous system starts the process. If the room says unpredictable stimulation until the moment you go to bed, they never get that runway into deep sleep. 45 minutes is not a long ask. It is a cup of tea, a book, a quiet conversation, and it changes the entire quality of what follows. Change 3 white noise or brown noise played at 50 to 60 decibels throughout the night. This is not about relaxation playlists or nature sounds. This is acoustic masking. Brown noise, in particular, covers the frequency range where street sounds, smart home devices, and ambient household noise tend to cluster. At the right volume, it creates a consistent auditory environment that removes the micro-interruptions your dog's ears were flagging all night long. You can use a basic Bluetooth speaker, a box fan, or a dedicated white noise machine. Position it near their sleep location, not across the room. The goal is to create an acoustic bubble around the place where they sleep. Those 3 changes, 1 week, that is the audit. Owners who implement this protocol consistently report the first noticeable improvement in morning walk reactivity within 5 to 7 days, not 5 to 7 months, days. And the important thing to understand about that shift is this: the dog did not learn anything new. They did not develop better coping skills. Their training did not suddenly click. Their brain simply had enough overnight processing time to actually regulate. The capacity was always there. The sleep was blocking access to it. This is what makes the sleep variable so significant and so overlooked. It does not require a new training method. It does not require a specialist. It requires an honest look at what your household is doing between 11 p.m. and 6 a.m., and whether those hours are giving your dog the biological reset they need to function the next day. The stubbornness narrative, the dominance narrative, the "this dog just has a hard temperament" narrative. A lot of those stories collapse when the dog finally gets a few consecutive nights of real, restorative sleep, and the owner is left realizing they were not living with a difficult dog. They were living with an exhausted one. Before you book another training session, try one thing first. Fix one night, just one. Implement the sleep location, the low stimulus window, the noise masking, and then take your dog on that morning walk. Pay attention. You will know within the first 5 minutes whether sleep is the missing variable in your dog's reactivity. If something feels different, you have your answer, and you know exactly where to go from here. Thanks for watching. If you loved this video, scan the QR code on the screen right now to subscribe and join the Pawsome Life family. Give your dog a belly rub for us, and we will see you in the next video.